The DrayTek Vigor3900 also implements the object-based firewall. This feature can allow network administrators to assign the different firewall rules to different user groups based on their daily option needs. The configuration step is you go to create the different IP objects in order to divide employees by their work group, for example, and then create the object-based firewall rule. In our case, we will do for the salespeople first, and including IAM object and web category object to define their daily operation. After that, we go to the firewall and filter setup to enable these two object settings. In ABC company's story, they will have 4-level building as their headquarters. The first floor is for the lobby, the second floor is for the sales operation management department, the third floor is for the product management department, the highest floor is for the executive officers. For these different departments, you can use the IP object in order to separate their setting and then create different firewall rules. In our case, we will demo how we regulate sales people by our IP object with the object settings. Settings and choose IP object. Click Add to create different IP objects. For example, the first one I will create for the sales SMB team. And the address type, I can choose range to include most as sales SMB guys, and hit apply. But I will still need to create another IP object for the sales SMB. Why? Because they added one new pre-sales from the PM team. So this time I choose the address type as single to include that pre-sales only, and then hit apply. By the same token, I can then do for different IP objects for the different departments, including sales SMB, sales VSB, program marketing, product marketing, and human resource department. For the salespeople, so I go to the object settings still and choose IAM object. It defines what instant message service for the salespeople they can use or they cannot use. In my case, I block all their usage for those web instant messaging and the member from our predefined settings. Then I do the web category object for the salespeople. You got some predefined category like the child protection, leisure, business, chatting, and computer. You can select different sub-items from the drop-down menu. After that, you hit apply and done. And choose filter setup to enable our object settings. First, we choose application filter tab. Click Add to enable our IAM object. So I name the profile is sales IAM, and the source IP I can choose those IP objects belonging to salespeople, sales SMB 1 and 2, and sales VSB. Then in the IAM block, I can choose my IAM object, sales, and hit apply. Another object which we need to enable is web category object. So now we choose URL filter tab. Here we got one interesting feature, web category administration message. You can insert your own message when employee violate the rule, they will see your message. So I click Add to create a profile. This time I name it as sales WCF and choose the same source IP belonging to the salespeople. And here we can choose the web category block by the web category object we just create. and then hit apply.